Welcome to the St. Jean Farm Days. I'm Harry Siemens, and it's just great to be here. I've been coming to this for many, many years. I've missed a few, but right now, as a fella that's been coming about as long as anybody, I believe, he's on the organizing committee, Gilbert Sabourin. Gilbert, you wear a couple of hats. Number one, I see you're the sound man, and number two, you're in the committee. You're also one of a great farmer. So tell me your involvement with the St. Jean Farm Days.
Well, my involvement stems from, I guess I dabbled a bit 34 years ago. I was fairly young at the time, going to university, so I didn't quite help out the first couple years, but I've been fairly active since then. I deal a lot with the floor plan and the exhibitors, also, like you see, the sound system, and organizing the speakers as well with our co-chairmans.
You remember when I was telling somebody else here, I remember those first days when the speaker was in this particular hall, and then we always had to make sure that the exhibitors weren't too noisy, right? I mean, so they went out, and so now with the hall on the other side, the speakers, it's working a lot better.
Oh, definitely. The show has evolved over the years quite a bit. Like you say, the speaker used to be in the main hall here, and we had all the exhibitors around were chemical companies. And now we don't have any chemical companies anymore. So there's been a lot of changes. There used to be a men's program and a women's program, but in this day and age, it's a program for all.
So what would you say is the character of the St. Jean Farm Days? And I'll tell you what I am asking about, because I know it's the first farm show of the season, probably anywhere in Canada, right? I mean, you start right off the bat, but what's the character of it?
Well, I think it's not a big hall, it's not a big facility, but it's the intimate social aspect of it all. People come in, for their $6, they get breakfast, lunch, see the displays, always an awesome lineup of speakers. And we've been able to jig the floor plan, and with the little foyer addition, we're at 61 exhibitors this year.
Well, that must be a record pretty well.
It's a record, and we also have 9 on the waiting list.
Oh, that's a good plan. That's a good program to have. Tell me, Gilbert, on your own farm, what are you going to be doing? I know it's early in the year, and meetings like this help you make the decisions, but tell me about your own farm.
On our own farm, we grow barley, wheat, oats, canola, soybeans, sunflowers, and corn.
And that doesn't really change that much?
We have swing acres depending on pricing, availability, and delivery opportunities as well. We grow a diverse amount of crops. That way, I guess I'll never hit the home run on the one crop, but I'll never be totally wrong on what could happen with pricing and crop production.
I know, having followed you on Twitter and on social media, you've hit a lot of triples, I think.
Not this year, though.
How did 2018 go for you?
Actually, this was my worst crop in 10 years. We missed all the rains. People were calling me Moses because every time a cloud would come over, it would part and go to the north and to the south of my farm. So, we were very lacking rainfall this year, and we had no soil moisture reserves.
So, what did you get in fall? What's it look like going into 2019?
We do all our own soil testing on our farm, and the top 6 inches there's moisture. Then below that it's bone dry yet. So we're going to be needing moisture to get a crop this coming season.
Well, it's interesting. I mean, the last couple of years. I mean, I talked to farmers this last year that said, "Boy, we grew 50 bushels an acre wheat on 4 to 5 inches of rain." I mean, that's a testament to what has been happening to you guys with your practices and also with genetics and all those kinds of things.
Yeah, minimum tillage, better genetics, fertility, and fungicides all help to improve the crop. And like you say, 4 or 5 inches rain made a big difference. My wheat did do 52 bushel an acre, but if you went 4 miles north, they had 5 inches more rain, and they were getting high 70s to low 80s in their wheat.
That's awesome. So
Location, location, location.
yeah, and from what I gather, the farmer always says next year, and I think you're in a position where you're just going to have to nail it this year.
Oh, definitely. I told my banker I'm nailing it this coming year.
Oh, that's great. Thank you very much, Gilbert Sabourin, and you being with us on the Farm Show. And we'll keep talking to various people here at the St. Jean Farm Days 2019.